Hey guys, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another basic and fundamental mathematical tutorial from the Apex Academy of Mathematics. My name is Akin, otherwise known as Apex LNU, and in this video we're going to be talking a little bit about the 4 basic mathematical operations along with the identities that are connected to them. All right, so if it is that you like this video at the end, which is going to be a very short video, of course please be sure to hit the like button and of course smash that notification bell below for future updates and tutorial videos. All right, now this video will mostly benefit teachers or students studying to become teachers. All right, because these are basic, very basic math concepts, stuff that you already know subconsciously but may have not known that there is a name or a title attached to these concepts. So of course please watch this video to the end if you desire to do so. All right, so let's jump right into the video. So as I said, in this video, we're going to be talking about the 4 basic arithmetic operations and the identities that are attached to them. And of course, these mathematical or arithmetic operations are, of course, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division is just what we use on a daily basis. And of course, you already know the signs that are attached or affiliated with these mathematical operations. All right, so this somewhat is self-explanatory for you. All right, but what you may or may not have known is the identities that are attached to these signs. All right, and even though at the end of this video you might be like, oh, I already know this, you may not know that there's a title to them. And of course you'll be very surprised that during your calculations there are many students who do not know these concepts, and it also perhaps causes them to not be very efficient during your calculations. All right, they may have to use calculators almost for everything. So we want to create geniuses and not calculator brains. All right, great. So let's check it out, guys. So the arithmetic identities are the additive identity, the additive inverse identity, the multiplicative inverse identity, multiplicative identity, multiplication by 0, and division by 0. So let's quickly run through some examples of what these are, and of course be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. All right, so the additive identity is basically 0. The additive identity, or the identity for addition, is 0. That simply means that if I have any number, let's say 4, and I add 0 to it, I will get back the same number. It does not matter what number it is, whether it be whole numbers, whether it be integers, whether it be rational numbers, whether it be real numbers. No matter what it is, adding 0 to that number will give me the same number. So let's say I have -3 plus 0, I will get -3. If I have a half plus 0, I will get a half. All right, and that's basically the additive identity, or the identity for addition. That number is 0, and you will typically see this on a multiple choice entrance exam. What is the identity for addition? And of course your answer is going to be 0. All right, good. So that brings us to the end of that explanation. Hopefully you understand that. Let's move on next to what is called the additive inverse identity. And this basically states that if I have any number, let's say for example 4, and I add it to its opposite or its negative opposite, then I'm going to get, of course, 0. That's the additive inverse identity. The term inverse means opposite. All right, so the opposite of 4 is actually -4. So when I add that to itself, I'm going to get 0. And it doesn't matter if it's a fraction, let's say half plus -1/2, I am going to get 0. All right, and if it's the other way around, let's say -10 plus 10, I'm going to get 0. All right, so these are pretty much very basic concepts in math. All right, so if you did not know that, then now you do. All right, so let's move on next now to what we call the multiplicative identity. And the multiplicative identity is basically saying that any number which is multiplied by 1 will give me back the same number. So basically I'm saying here that 4 multiplied by 1 is equal to 4. 10 multiplied by 1 is equal to 10. 1 multiplied by a half is equal to a half. So basically any number multiplied by 1 or 1 multiplied by any number will give me the end product to be the same number. All right, and as I said, guys, this is really a very basic math concept. It's nothing that's going to build you up for the advanced stuff, but these are stuff that you really need to know as a student. All right, so that takes care of that identity. At the end of this video, I'll just give you a quick recap of what the basic identities are in terms of just one-line answers. Okay, all right, so let's move on to the multiplicative inverse identity, and that basically says that if I have any number and I multiply it by its reciprocal or its invert, then I am going to get a result of 1. All right, so that means 4, which is a whole number but also a rational number, which is over an understood 1. If I multiply it by its reciprocal, which is turn it upside down, I'm going to get a quarter, then the result also will give me 1. All right, and if I have a regular fraction, let's say 2/3, the reciprocal of 2/3 is actually 3/2. Then of course, if you ever see this junior calculation, the result is going to be 1 because of the basic cancellations there. All right, and doesn't matter if the number is positive or negative, I am going to get an end result of 1. All right, fantastic, guys. So let's check let's say a negative a quarter, and I multiply this by -4. Yes, so this is negative a quarter, and I reciprocate this, I'm going to get -4. I cancel this out, and I'm going to get a +1 right here. That's for the multiplicative inverse identity. All right, so hopefully you understand that concept. Let's quickly wrap up the remaining ones. So we're going to move on next to know what is called the multiplication by 0, and you're going to be, of course, very surprised that many students do not see this. But yes, multiplication by 0 means that any number multiplied by 0 will give you 0. So that means 4, let's say 4 multiplied by 0 is going to give you 0. 10 multiplied by 0 will give you 0. And if it's a long string of numbers, let's say for example 2 times 4 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 15 times 0, the answer is always going to be 0. Okay, so that's for multiplication by 0. So any number multiplied by 0 or 0 multiplied by any number in a real number system is going to give you an end result of 0. All right, so that's pretty much very clear for you. And the last one, probably one of the identities that students most often get incorrect, is the division by 0 or 0 division. Yes, so with this now, very importantly, if 0 is divided by a number, the result is 0. However, if a number is divided by 0, the result is undefined. This is undefined, or we just indicate it by a infinity symbol. All right, so 0 can be divided by a number, but you are going to get 0. But you cannot divide a number by 0. The result is infinitely large, or we just simply say it is undefined. All right, so that basically takes care of that video. Do not forget these basic, very fundamental math concepts. My name is Akin, and this brings us to the end of another basic fundamental math tutorial video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and of course don't forget to hit that notification bell for future updates. You take care, and I'll see you in another video next time.